What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having an amazing, fantastic, beautiful, blessed day. And happy Valentine's Day! Yay, we love Valentine's Day. Honestly, you guys, before I started this video, I am here for a try-on haul. We've got some Valentine's Day inspired outfits. All these outfits are gonna be from Fashion Nova. I have some like going out dresses, and I also have some lingerie, you know, just something if you want it. And while we're on the topic, I just want to say this, like, you guys, if you are alone this year on Valentine's Day, this is my second Valentine's Day alone in a row. And before this, I think I only had like 1 or 2 Valentine's Days with somebody in my life. If you're alone today and you don't have a significant other in your life, like, I'm just here to tell you that you are enough and you are loved, and that is okay. You don't have to be with somebody to celebrate on Valentine's Day. Honestly, like, I am not a big Valentine's Day fan. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if you care about somebody, then they should be made feel special every single day. And it's kind of like a, I don't know, I feel like a lot of guys use Valentine's Day as like the one day a year that they really celebrate the person they're with, which just seems silly to me. I'm like, I don't need chocolates and flowers on Valentine's Day. Just make me feel special every day, and that should be enough. But, if you're not doing that, like, you guys, Valentine's Day honestly is about love, like, and that can be about loving yourself. It doesn't have to be about loving somebody else. So I personally, outside of this haul, ordered myself some lingerie just to like wear and probably take photos in or something, just to feel good about myself and love myself, and like just a reminder that you don't need anybody to tell you that you're enough. You don't need anyone to give you a reason to celebrate love, period, because you can do that all by yourself. So I love you guys so much. I hope that you're hanging out with me, chatting for this little try on haul. And I don't want it to be a boring try on haul. I want to make this interesting. So I'm gonna be reading, I asked you guys on Instagram, @BrittShaheen. If you don't follow me, I don't know what you're doing, but I asked you guys to tell me your like dating secrets, your confessions, like your worst date experiences, just some of your like horror stories. And I just feel like it'll make us all feel a little bit less alone about our single lives today. And if you're somebody that's not single, like, I hope you are celebrating the people that you love and celebrating each other and just celebrating, you know, your time together, because that really is what matters. It's not about the presents, it's about each other. So I'm gonna be reading some horror stories. Maybe I'll share some of my own along the way, and trying on some cute outfits. So let's get right into it. All the links are gonna be down in the description for any of the outfits if you guys are interested. And please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this style kind of vid, where it's a little bit chattier than just a normal try on haul. So here we go. Okay, so for starters, please don't be mad at me. I realize this background is stupid. Like, I just don't have a setup for my YouTube room yet. I'm still trying. Actually, I will eventually make a YouTube video about it, I promise. But in the meantime, we just have my 2 pretty chairs. So these are gonna have to work. So first up, we have a little casual dress. This might be like a brunch outfit, something cute. I have it on with just nude strappy heels, but I feel like I would pair this with like a jean jacket. Excuse me, Mila. I feel like I'd pair this with like a jean jacket or even a leather jacket if I was gonna wear it out. But this is what it looks like. It's like knit, really comfy, really stretchy, high neck. I don't have a bra on with it. I don't think you need one. And it's kind of short, but not too short. Your girl needs it. Hey, no. Let's read a dating horror story before we move on. So this one says, okay, I'm just gonna scroll and pick one. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one. Oh my god. This says, I said my ex's name by accident during sex once in undergrad. Have you ever done that? I literally can't imagine. I've never done that. I've never been called anyone else's name, thank God, but I would legit be traumatized. That's insane. Hooked up with a guy in a church car lot just to get caught by cops. He packed no heat, by the way. I don't know what that means. Like, you did it to get caught? Or you did it not to get caught? Were you trying to get caught? I have a lot of questions. Is this a kink? I don't know. Oh my god, he peed at the park in public on a tree on the first date. That was the last date. Quick pause to eat a Rice Krispie treat. Because I'm hungry. I'll be right back. Okay, wow. You guys, next up, this dress is stunning. Like, I almost wish that I was being taken on a really fancy date as an excuse to wear this. And this is so affordable. Oh my god. I'm definitely gonna wear this on like my birthday. This dress is everything. It is so comfortable. It's really stretchy. It's not see-through at all. It's like lined underneath right here. And look at this back. Oh my gosh. This is stunning. I love this. And then this is the detail. Up close, all this beading. You see that? Isn't that so pretty? Wow, I'm obsessed with this. This is gorgeous. Like, oh, it's so pretty. Okay, if you have like a fancy event or like, you know, you're going on a real fancy date for Valentine's Day, then wow, buy this. Buy this for your birthday, buy this for New Year's. This is amazing. Okay, next bad date story. This, oh no, this says, this says I saw you on Hinge and I can say our first date wouldn't be a disaster. Axe throwing. So first of all, I'm not on any dating apps, you guys. I don't use dating apps. People would recognize me and it would be weird. Like, I couldn't do that. Like, I literally couldn't. I don't know. I have this complex where I feel like if people saw me on a dating app that they would only want to go on a date with me, like because of my job, or like, that sounds really shallow, but I don't want someone to go on a date with me because I like have followers or something. Like, you never know what people's intentions are. It's annoying, that's difficult, but no, I'm not on any dating apps because it wouldn't work. I wouldn't trust it and people might recognize me, which would be awkward, and then they might like post it, and I just can't risk that, not willing to risk that. So I'm sorry, sir, that was not me. And if you're talking to someone on a dating app that has my pictures, then it's not me. So I'm sorry. I hope that's not happening to anyone. Well, obviously it's happening to this guy, which is unfortunate. But anyway, he said axe throwing. Personally, like, axe throwing sounds fun with friends. Do I want to go on a date where I'm throwing things and doing something violent? Probably not. Honestly, I'm like a girl's girl. Like, I want to be taken to dinner and drinks, and like I want there to be a reservation. Like, I don't want to run around. Like, I don't know. I think it would be really fun to go on a first date to like a fun bar. Like, I went to Wonder Bar a couple weeks ago with some of my girlfriends, and it's so cool. Like, they have really cool drinks and like little secret rooms and so much fun. Kind of like different cool bars I think would be really fun on a first date. A lot of like fun restaurants or fun things, but axe throwing does not fall in my fun category. So that's probably not for me. This one says, talked to a girl for 3 months, showed up to her birthday, and she has a fiance. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. I'm sorry, dude. That sucks a lot. 3 months, a fiance. How do you hide a fiance? You guys, generally when I think about people who are cheaters, I actually just don't know how they do it, because you know how much energy it takes to lie? You know how much more brain space you have to like put lies into? Like, think about it. When you lie about something, like, it takes more energy to tell a lie than it does to just tell the truth. And then you have to keep up with it and like avoid things, and it's just way freaking harder. Like, just tell the truth and get it over with, and then you don't have to let it take up valuable space in your brain. That's how I feel, but man, Mr. dates the girl that has a fiance. I'm so sorry. Oh. So next up we have this satin mini dress. This one is definitely a little more sexy. I feel like if I was like going out to a club or something, I would probably wear this. I don't know if that's what people do on Valentine's Day. This is what it looks like up close. It's like this kind of burnt orange brown color. I don't think I own anything this color, so I actually really like it. And then it has this tie detail in the front, zips up in the back, and the straps are adjustable. What I do like about it though is it's not moving. Like, when I walk, it doesn't like slide up, which is kind of awesome. That is that. For this one, I am going to tell you one of my date stories, because, you know, why not? Why not share some of my dating pain? I always say that I don't want you guys to feel alone, and this bad stuff happens to me too, let me tell you. So a while back, I went on a date with somebody. Let me turn my brightness down here. I went on a date with somebody, and I showed up to the date, and they literally like, they talked about themselves the whole entire time, and then he would stop and be like, oh God, I'm talking too much, And then would just continue talking. And I mean, I'm saying this guy doesn't even, like, he must not, after an hour at dinner, there's no way he even knows like what I do for a living or where I live or any of those things. Like, oh my gosh, he was such a nightmare. It was like the last date that I went on before my last relationship, I guess. and it was just horrible. And at one point he got up and he went to the bathroom, and I literally put money on the table and I left when he was in the bathroom. So I took off when he was in the bathroom. I paid for the meal. I left cash on the table and I told the waiter I was leaving. And then he texted me a whole bunch of question marks, and then I just never answered. And that was that. So I have a bad dating story too. I have plenty. Honestly, you guys, I feel like every 9 out of 10 dates is a disappointment, and you get one good one every once in a blue moon. That's worth waiting for, so there you go. But also, let me say this. If you're on a bad date, if someone's making you uncomfortable, if you're really miserable, like, I'm not condoning leaving and not saying anything. Like, I should have texted at the time and been like, hey, I'm just not interested, I'm gonna go. But I didn't want to do it. At that point, I just didn't care. I was like, this guy's so full of himself, he's not even gonna know the difference. But you are not obligated to do anything with anyone if you're not having a good time or if you don't want to. And I've been on a different date that I was supposed to go and do something with somebody, and I just texted them halfway through, like, I was following somebody somewhere, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna drive back home. Like, I'm honestly not feeling it, and I don't wanna waste your time or mine. Have a good night, and just went home. So there's definitely options. Like, just don't feel like you're ever freaking stuck on a date or with anybody, because you're not. You can decide to leave at any point, and you don't need to worry about hurting anyone's feelings, because ultimately, if somebody was having a really bad time on a date with me, I would rather them be like, hey, like, this isn't working, I'm not feeling it, let's not waste our time, and just leave. Like, I don't want to waste time. If somebody doesn't like it, then I would rather them take off anyway. So this looks really shady, but okay, you guys, next up we have a really gorgeous lingerie set, but obviously I can't show you like what it looks like on, like, I'm not gonna do that, but I will put a photo up of what this one looks like on, and I'll show you like the fabric up close so you can see it. So this is basically what it looks like. We have like, I have covers on obviously, so like don't be weird. So we have like this light pink lace, and then it has these chains that go here, and both straps are adjustable. So this one goes like around your neck right here, and then there's one that goes over your shoulder right here as well with the little gold chains. And then the bottoms that match are just like these little pink strappy ones. So that's what this outfit is. Obviously cannot show it, but you know, I can wear it for myself on Valentine's Day and post a cute Insta picture. And then I did also get this one. I really love this set. The color is stunning, but it just doesn't fit me. Like, it's way too small on me, unfortunately. But this is what this one looks like. The color is so pretty. I would just say 100% size up like 2 sizes, because this like cup right here is just way too small. Like, it doesn't cover anything. And these are the bottoms that go with it, and they're just really like lacy and flowery and pretty. So I love this little set. And I will go ahead and put on the next dress before our next dating story. Okay, I freaking love this dress, you guys. This one is my favorite so far. This is right up my alley. I definitely prefer like a midi length dress over a mini dress. I just think they're more comfortable. I'd rather things be too long and I can hike them up than be too short and like my ass fall out of it, you know what I mean? So I'm obsessed with this. It's like really stretchy, ruched, mini length. It's gorgeous. This is what the back looks like. And it's like this low back, so the straps only go right here. And honestly, this is just so flattering. Like, I think the only downside is you may be like making sure your straps stay up, because they just kind of like loop around your arms right here. But it's totally worth it for the low back. I feel like you could wear this date night, dress it down with a jacket, or you could wear this out like for a nice event, a nice whatever. It's gorgeous, it's so comfy. You can see it's like all ruched here and has these like lining details that wrap all the way around it, and it has a straight neckline, which I love. I find this neckline like to be the most flattering on me. So this one is my fave so far. It's so classy, it's so gorgeous. Big fan, love this one. And I'm pretty sure it comes in other colors, so there's that too. For another dating story. She said, I was seeing a guy that was dating other women the entire time and I had no idea. Even came into town from not seeing him for 6 weeks and he was messaging his ex. I was inside the bar with him while he would run to the bathroom and tell his ex. That was at the same bar that we weren't together. He left me at the bar to go to a party and hook up with a different girl, then shows up at my house at 4 a.m. crying that he loved me while I cheated on me all day. Oh my gosh, you guys, first of all, I've dealt with this shit. Like, I've been cheated on, literally. So, first of all, you're not alone. Second of all, you cannot put up with that. Like, the first time, literally the first time that you see a flag like that, that somebody is emotionally unavailable, that they are cheaters, that they lie, that they tell little white lies here and there, like, that's it. That has to be it. Because I'm telling you, if somebody truly cares about you, they will never put your relationship at risk, period. So that means it's that they wouldn't even lie because they wouldn't put your relationship at risk by doing anything shitty. And I can tell you because I've experienced it once with somebody fantastic, and looking back, like, there was one thing he ever did that put our relationship at risk, and when the thing happened, I ended it. I was like, this is where it gets set. If you treat me badly and you like put me in a bad place and hurt me one time, I'm done. Like, that is that. I ended up giving him another chance. Really, he was like completely worth it. But the first time something happens, like, you have to lay down the law, like, this is not okay, and I'm not letting it happen again, and we're done. And if you want another chance, you have to fight for it. And that's how it should be. Like, you have to respect yourself so much that when somebody does something that could like even potentially hurt you, you walk away, because someone exists that will not do that to you, period. Like, when you see the red flags, you gotta go, because the person that's right for you, the person that's ready, and you know, the person that's gonna be your person would never do anything remotely to hurt you. And I'm guilty of it too. I went back to a cheater over and over and over again, more than once, and I know it's hard, but at some point you will recognize, like, hey, like, I don't have to deal with this. Like, I don't have to do it. And if I've learned anything over the years, it's that I would rather be, and I've said this before, I would rather be miserable alone than be with somebody who makes me miserable. Because when you let somebody do that to you, at some point you're gonna have to take responsibility, and you're gonna say, hey, this person does it, this is a behavior, this is in their character to do. And when you keep going back, like, that's on you. At some point, like, you have to take responsibility for allowing people to hurt you and allowing people to treat you that way. Because I was in a situation recently where I was getting hurt. I knew I was going to get hurt. I knew I was going to keep getting hurt. And I kind of looked at myself one day and I was like, you know what? Like, whatever this person does, that's on them, but I'm allowing this to happen. Like, I'm allowing this person in my life, and I'm allowing myself to get hurt because I've opened the door for it, and I'm gonna shut the door. Like, and that's what that is, and you guys have to do that. Take some responsibility for the things that happen to you and decide, I'm not gonna let anyone do that to me. And if I see a red flag that they might do it, then I'm all set. That's that, because it exists. I promise, so much better exists, and it's out there for you, and it is worth waiting for. And just focus on being the person that awesome person deserves. Like, that's what I want to focus on right now, is like, I want to be the best, truly the best version of me, that when the right person comes along, that they feel like, man, this is the girl I prayed for. Like, this is the right one. Like, I want somebody to feel like that about me, and if I'm not, you know, my absolute best, then they're not gonna feel that way. So focus on that, especially this Valentine's Day. Let's try another outfit on. Okay, next up we have quite a sexy tiny dress. So this one is definitely a bit out of my comfort zone. I mean, you guys are gonna laugh, but I feel like when I go out, I definitely don't show this much skin. Like, this feels like a lot to me, but the color is gorgeous and it is super comfortable. I mean, it is really flattering. Definitely a club dress. Like, this is not one that I think you can like make casual, but it is really comfy. It is quite short. You can see it's one shoulder here, and it's like kind of two pieces. So you can adjust these and move them around, which is cool. And then this little thing here is actually adjustable. So I went ahead and pulled it so that this was a bit longer. You can scrunch this up to make it shorter if you so desire. And it's just like a really pretty royal blue color. So I'm actually a big fan of this. So next up, this is probably the fanciest of the dresses. It is so comfy and like soft. Honestly, all these dresses are super comfortable, which has been amazing. So I'm very appreciative of that. I will say this one feels a little bit big. So if you do grab it, I would size down because it's super stretchy. It's very cute. It's strapless. This is like the neckline. It's lined, like this is wire right here. So it's definitely not going anywhere. And then there's wire that runs down to here. So it just stays still. And then this is what the back looks like. It's like ruched, it zips from like here all the way up to the back. And it's a midi, but I feel like this one's really classy. So I'm a big fan. I like it a lot. Very cute. And I have a story for you. Hold please. Okay, so this one made me laugh. It says, first Tinder date and she was chugging beers like crazy and started crying about her past. That's rough. Ladies, if you can't handle your liquor, don't get too drunk on a date. That is so funny. My first kiss with this guy ended with him pulling my hand and making me rub his nipples. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What the heck? No. Okay, and last least, we have this gorgeous white, very tight dress. This one is probably the least comfortable of them all, but I think it's so beautiful, especially if you pair it with like black or if you wear it with red bottoms. It's really pretty. Or like a red bag. This is what it looks like. Very fitted, up close, very, very tight, but it does a lot for the girls, so we appreciate that. And then this is the back. It zips up. It's very snug, holds everything in for sure. And I have saved the best story for last. I haven't read it yet, but the word cannibal is in it, so I feel like it'll probably be the best. So we're gonna end on that one. Okay, I figured I would just sit down for this one because I feel like it's gonna scare me. I promise I haven't read it yet. Okay, so this says, hey Britt, here's the craziest dating story worth telling. My friend's friend in Chicago went on a date with this guy at a bar. They had a lot of fun, made out at the bar. He wanted her to go home with him at the end of the night. She said no, didn't feel like it or feel safe about it, so she went home. Monday comes around and she has this rash on her mouth and neck area, so she goes to the doctor. The doctor tells her the rash could be coming from being in contact with someone who practices cannibalism, AKA eats people. They all call the police and they go to the guy's house to find 2 bodies in there that he had eaten. Ever since hearing the story, I'm so cautious about going home with dudes on the first date. You truly never know anyone. So scary, but good to know. Sorry for scarring you. I really hope that you're lying to me. I hope this is fake. That's freaking terrifying. I have tears in my eyes. That's the scariest shit I have ever heard. But truly, you guys, you never know anyone. You never know. Don't go to their house. Don't let them in your house until you are sure. Okay, until you know for sure. Holy crap, what a way to end this video. Don't date cannibals. That's freaking terrifying. That's literally so scary. I'm so sorry for sharing that with the internet. I'm really sorry for your friend. That's so scary. I hope she's okay now. And the guys, well, obviously he's in jail if they found bodies in his house. I gotta end this video right here. This just took a scary, scary turn. So it is about to start pouring rain outside because Texas and it's freezing here. So I am going to, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do have some tutorials coming for you, like a skincare routine, a curly hair routine, and my makeup routine. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for that, so I definitely am bringing that to you soon. I already have the hair routine recorded, I promise. And again, just have an amazing day. Have an amazing Valentine's Day. Get dressed up for you. It doesn't have to be for anyone else. Take yourself out, buy yourself flowers, buy yourself some damn chocolate, and girl, if you have not met me yet, buy yourself a bottle of wine, because you deserve it, okay? And just enjoy today. And you know, if you don't have somebody to love, then love yourself. If you do have somebody to love today, then spoil them and make them feel special every single day, not just today, but especially today. So I love you guys so much. You're special to me. I love you, okay? You don't need anyone else. You got me, it's fine. And I hope you guys have the most amazing day. Thank you so, so, so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.